Hello there, and welcome to the Sleepy Science Channel. People once thought soil was just dirt. A dull, lifeless substance whose only job was preventing plants from falling over like drunk flamingos. Turns out, soil is alive, vibrant, responsive, dramatic, even. Its ecosystems rival rainforests and coral reefs, except everything is hidden and no one's showing off for a nature documentary. Layers team with specialists, deep-dwelling creatures who love suffocating darkness, surface dwellers who enjoy oxygen like it's a luxury spa treatment. Together, they build food webs more intricate than any human city plan. Bacteria feed protozoa. Protozoa feed nematodes. Nematodes get eaten by larger soil beasts. And earthworms casually remodel entire landscapes like subterranean interior designers. Soil even has a mood. When warm and moist, it bursts to life. Microbes multiply, worms wiggle enthusiastically, fungi stretch their limbs like morning yoga. When cold or dry, everything slumps into dormancy, collectively hitting nature's snooze button. This rhythm-busy summers, quiet winters has been pulsing beneath Earth's surface for millions of years. Before humans, before dinosaurs, before your neighbor tried gardening for the first time. And it will continue long after we're gone, humming patiently like a planet-sized lullaby. And that heavenly smell after rain? The one that makes you want to inhale deeply like you're in a perfume commercial? Thanks soil. Before you nestle into your pillow fort, tap like and subscribe, but only if my whisper-level enthusiasm for dirt biology truly moves your soul. And drop a comment telling me where you're watching from and what time it is. Time zones are chaos, but fascinating chaos. Now, dim the lights, maybe switch on a fan for that soft forest at midnight ambience, and let's stroll into the hidden universe under your feet. Down there, beneath your socks and regrets, lies a bustling metropolis of creatures who have absolutely no idea you exist. Soil looks boring brown, crumbly, suspiciously dirt-like, but don't be fooled. A handful of it contains more life than the population of Earth on its busiest day. Imagine scooping up a teaspoon of garden soil. Congrats, you're now holding a galaxy. Not metaphorically. An actual galaxy of bacteria, billions of them, squabbling and thriving like microscopic commuters on a Monday morning. Add in fungi weaving their ghostly networks, protozoa gliding like tiny aquatic divas, nematodes doing whatever nematodes do, and suddenly your teaspoon is hosting a biological rave of cosmic proportions. Beneath every footstep you've ever taken, an entire city was working overtime breaking down leaves, recycling nutrients, fixing soil structure, and basically keeping every forest, meadow, and park alive while humans above ground were arguing about grocery store prices. These organisms don't sleep, don't complain, and don't send invoices. Without them,
no forest, no crops, no flowers, no life.
Simple as that. Bacteria. When droplets hit the ground, they release compounds that drift through the air smelling like renewal, nostalgia, and the faint promise of productivity you absolutely won't follow through on. It's chemistry, but also a tiny love letter from the Earth. A fascinating group of bacteria called actinomycetes is responsible for producing a magical compound known as geosmin. When raindrops hit parched soil, they unleash this enchanting scent into the air that many of us instantly recognize. It's that earthy aroma that announces, hello, nature. These tiny bacterial powerhouse players are essential for breaking down organic material and turning it into food for plants. Spotting actinomycetes means your soil is alive and thriving just like a garden party for microorganisms. Now, here's where it gets even more exciting. Humans are uniquely wired to sense geosmin. We can detect this compound at ridiculously low levels, like 5 parts per trillion. Talk about a super sniffer. This ability probably dates back to our ancestors who relied on the fresh scent of wet soil as a beacon for water, the ultimate survival jackpot. Even today, that delightful smell ignites feelings of warmth and belonging, connecting us to the world beneath our feet as though it were a long-lost friend. Enter the earthworms, the unsung heroes of soil health, sometimes dubbed the intestines of the earth. Charles Darwin, a legendary figure in natural history, was utterly captivated by these creatures. He spent years observing them, eventually penning an entire book on their importance. They're not just squishy little worms, they're ecosystem engineers, tirelessly tunneling and aerating the ground. A true wormer of wonders. As these wiggly workers burrow through the soil, they create pathways that allow air and water to sneak in. Their tunnels can stretch deep, providing life-giving oxygen to plant roots that would otherwise be gasping for breath. Moreover, their channels help water seep into the ground instead of cascading off the surface, tackling erosion and floods like nature's very own superhero team. That's right, earthworms are doing the heavy lifting for Mother Nature all in a day's work. But wait, there's more. A worm's diet consists of soil and organic matter, which they grind down in their mighty gizzards. When this mix passes through their digestive tract, it comes out as nutrient-rich worm castings, ready to give plants a hearty boost. It's like they're whipping up a gourmet meal in their underground restaurant, serving up a feast packed with nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus that healthy plants just can't resist. How's that for a worm's legacy? Interestingly, some of these worms don't just live for a few weeks. They hang around for several years, with some impressive species strutting their stuff for even a decade. An earthworm can travel several thousand feet, causing some real soil upheaval and transformation during its stay underground. Depending on the species, they can be leaf litter munchers, topsoil mixers, or deep divers, creating long-lasting tunnels that help water and air flow long after they've slithered away. Navigating their dim, underground realm, earthworms rely on touch, taste, and their sensitive moisture detectors. They feel vibrations in the soil, alerting them to potential dangers like rain or predators. When the surface gets too dry or frigid, these resourceful critters retreat to the comfy depths, curling up and riding out the unfriendly weather until things warm up again. Their resilience and adaptive nature have helped them hang on for millions of years now. That's what we call patience. When earthworms leave behind their nutrient-rich castings, they're not just dropping waste, they're leaving behind magic gifts for the soil. These precious nuggets enrich the earth in a way that nothing else can. So maybe next time you see a worm, instead of thinking of it as just a squiggle in the dirt, remember it's a little soil renaissance artist working tirelessly to create a masterpiece beneath our feet. Worm castings are like nature's own version of superfood for soil. Packed with nutrients, they boast an impressive 5 times the nitrogen, 7 times the phosphorus, and a whopping 11 times the potassium compared to regular dirt. But they don't stop at just being nutrient powerhouses. As these little champions crawl through the earth, the mucus coating their castings works its magic by binding soil particles together, enhancing the soil structure and creating delightful little aggregates. These crumb-like clusters resist compaction, letting roots waltz through while holding air and moisture like a sponge. But hold on, it gets better. Those luscious worm castings are bustling with beneficial microorganisms. As soil passes through the earthworm's gut, it gains an entourage of bacteria and fungi that help break down organic material and keep nutrient cycling thriving. This microscopic crew continues to work their magic long after the casting is deposited, carefully releasing nutrients like a generous buffet for plants. For farmers and home gardeners, worm castings are often dubbed black gold, and rightly so, as plants bounce back with vibrant energy. Now, speaking of earthworms, did you know they can work miracles by moving soil? In temperate forests, they're like the busy buzz of nature, shuffling a staggering 10 to 40 tons of soil per acre every single year. This perpetual movement keeps the forest floor dynamic, pulling fallen leaves and debris deep into the ground where they're promptly turned into nutrient gold. With nutrients locked in organic material becoming accessible to roots, the soil doesn't just sit there. It thrives and gets rejuvenated constantly. Over the centuries, these tireless earthworms have also been increasing the depth of topsoil. Picture them, the lowly heroes underground, building up that rich layer where most plant roots fancy a good party. In regions where these squiggly earth engineers flourish, you'll find soils that are richer, deeper, and oh so productive. Meanwhile, in their absence, organic material does the slow dance of decomposition up top, leaving nutrients forever locked away like a secret treasure. But wait, the underground party doesn't end with worms. Fungi have got their own magical network called the Wood Wide Web. Beneath the surface, fungal threads, or hyphae, swirl through soil like finely spun silk, connecting trees and plants in bafflingly complex ways. This subterranean network allows trees to chat and share their resources. If one tree is thirsty or sick, nearby buddies can pass along nutrients through these fungal highways, showing us that even trees know a thing or two about teamwork. And let's not forget about those mother trees, the wise old giants of the forest. They have been observed nurturing their seedlings, sending them much-needed carbon and nutrients as they struggle to flourish in the shadows. That's some serious maternal love right there. Rather than a battleground of competition, forests resemble a community of cooperation. The fungi win too, exchanging sugars produced by plants for the nutrients they deliver, making the survival of many plant species possible. Let's take a closer look at those microbial fungi, shall we? These tiny specialists form partnerships with plant roots, and it turns out that over 90% of plant species have this ancient relationship. Think of it as nature's original buddy system, allowing early plants, those without true roots, to extract water and nutrients from rocky terrain. So, beneath our feet lies a whole world where worms, fungi, and plants tango together, crafting a vibrant ecosystem that has thrived for millions of years. Isn't nature simply enchanting? Let's dive into the enchanting world beneath our feet. Mycorrhiza fungi, to be precise. These sneaky little organisms are quite the overachievers. Not only do some penetrate root cells, forming cozy homes called arbuscules, but they also facilitate the exchange of nutrients like it's a gourmet buffet. You'll find these trusty companions among grasses, crops, and your average garden plants, making them the unsung heroes of the botanical world. Meanwhile, other fungi prefer a more laid-back approach. Meet the ectomycorrhizae. These fungi wrap themselves like charming blankets around root systems without ever penetrating. They're often found rubbing elbows with big tree buddies like oaks, pines, and birches. Regardless of their style, both types of fungi venture far beyond the plant roots, reaching nooks and crannies in the soil that roots could never even dream of accessing. What gives these fungal threaders their edge? The answer lies in their microscopic hyphal threads. These threads are like tiny ninjas, slipping into soil spaces, prying nutrients from hard-to-reach places where root systems throw their hands up in defeat. Through this fabulous collaboration, the root systems of plants gain a massive boost, extending potentially hundreds or thousands of times their original reach. And in return, the plant shares a delightful 30% of the carbon it captures through photosynthesis. Now that's one sweet deal. Now, speaking of impressive organisms, did you know the biggest one on Earth is a fungus? Yep. In Oregon's Blue Mountains lies a honey fungus called Armillaria ostoideae, sprawling over 2,000 acres, thousands of years in the making. This fungal marvel has been slowly infiltrating through soil and wood, connecting the whole forest like a secret underground internet. Though most fungal networks aren't quite that expansive, even smaller ones connecting hundreds of trees are marvels to behold. Take a stroll through a forest, and you might just think you're walking on solid ground. But hold on, what if I told you that beneath your feet lies an intricate web of fungal threads? Yes. The forest floor is a bustling metropolis, constantly trading nutrients, breaking down wood, and knitting together diverse life forms. Each step you take is supported by this hidden universe, alive and ever bustling, truly a testament to that age-old saying, don't judge a book by its cover. Now, these remarkable fungi aren't just about connecting trees or extending roots. They're the champions of decomposition too. When it comes to wood, they have the magic touch. Most bacteria throw in the towel when confronted with the tough cellulose and lignin in wood, but not fungi. White rot fungi, in particular, have an elite team of enzymes to break down lignin, turning thick logs into soft gold. Without fungi, you'd be knee-deep in an unsightly lumberyard of decay. The genius of fungi doesn't end there. Scientists are now eyeing their skills for bioremediation, basically cleaning up pollution. Some fungi can chomp down on nasty substances like petroleum and plastics, effectively detoxifying contaminated environments. They're turning toxic lands into thriving ones, proving that nature always finds a way. Plus, fungi also whip up antibiotics, shielding plants against diseases, because who doesn't want a guard dog in the dirty wars of the soil? In short, while the soil may appear peaceful and unyielding, it's a fierce battleground underneath. The war for nutrients and space is always on, with pathogenic bacteria and fungi vying to make plant roots their next target. In this underground drama, fungi emerge as both saviors and warriors, ensuring that life thrives even amid chaos. So, next time you stroll through a forest, remember, there's a lot more going on beneath those cute little roots. Plants might look like they're sitting ducks, but they're armed with a secret army of beneficial fungi. These fungi are like little superheroes in the soil, whipping up antibiotics that take down harmful bacteria and fungi. When a plant teams up with its fungal sidekick, it gets a nutritional boost and superhero-like immunity. These microbial partners become the vigilant guards, ensuring pathogens don't even have a chance to mess with their leafy friends. Speaking of superheroes, let's talk about penicillin. Discovered in the bustling year of 1928, this miraculous antibiotic comes from a fungus known as penicillium. It swooped in and transformed medicine, becoming a lifesaver for countless folks. But here's the kicker. Fungi have been crafting these life-saving antibiotics for eons, long before humans started patting themselves on the back. It's like a backstage drama, with invisible battles and alliances shaping the plant world down below. And wait until you see mushrooms. These funky little hats popping up overnight in your garden are just the flashy tip of the fungal iceberg. They may seem magical, but they're merely the reproductive party of a larger underground organism that might have been stealthily growing for centuries. When the conditions sing "let's party, think wet and mellow," the fungus sends up a mushroom to share its spores with the world. Then poof, it fades away as quickly as it appeared. Let's talk about those spores. They're the free agents of the fungal empire, drifting on the wind to find new homes. Most of them won't make it, but those that do are poised to start a new network. It's like a relentless quest for expansion, adapting and colonizing as they go. The mushrooms are just the brief encore of a secretive and sprawling kingdom living just beneath our feet, patient, persistent, and maybe a bit mystical. Now, let's dig into the bacterial world beneath our very toes. Here, bacteria are busy performing one of life's greatest tricks, nitrogen fixation. With the atmosphere packed with around 80% nitrogen, it's like a buffet that most life forms can't even touch. But certain bacteria, cozying up with the roots of legumes like beans and peas, are the ultimate nitrogen whisperers. They convert that atmospheric nitrogen into a form that plants can devour, like a fantastic chef in the soil kitchen. These bacteria and plants have a win-win relationship going on. The plants dish out sugars, and in return, they get a nitrogen feast. When the plant eventually kicks the bucket, it enriches the soil with nitrogen, paving the way for future growth. Without these tiny heroes, our planet would be a very different place, lacking the lushness of our forests and fields. Their unseen labor fills our world with vibrant colors and sprawling life. Imagine this. 1 single gram of fertile soil houses about 1 billion bacterial cells. If you could sneak a peek into that teensy space, you'd witness a bustling metropolis full of life. Billions of bacterial cells mingle with particles of clay and organic matter, creating a delightful smorgasbord of nutrients. Each gram could hold thousands of different bacterial species, each one hanging out in its quirky little niche, talk about an underappreciated society right under our noses. The world beneath our feet is bustling with a diverse cast of bacteria, each with their own superhero gig. Some have special talents for breaking down cellulose, while others take on proteins and fats like champs. There are those that fancy a breath of fresh oxygen, but don't fret, as many thrive in oxygen-free environments. This microbial diversity isn't just a fun fact, it's a cornerstone of healthy soil, making it resilient against the whims of nature and disease. In healthy soil, it seems that variety is the spice of life. A medley of bacterial communities works together like a well-rehearsed orchestra, harmonizing their efforts to tackle moisture changes and variations in organic matter. Beneficial bacteria form a protective barrier against harmful ones, essentially staging a glamorous microbial face-off. So, if you want to measure the vitality of your soil, just take a closer look at its bacterial diversity. It's the unsung hero of the dirt realm. And let's not forget the dynamic duo of plants and bacteria. For over hundreds of millions of years, they've been working together in a charming symbiotic dance. Bacteria snuggle up to plant roots, creating a bustling zone, affectionately known as the rhizosphere. Here, plants offer up a sweet treat of sugars and amino acids, rolling out the red carpet for their bacterial pals, while bacteria, in turn, dish out growth hormones, stimulate root branching, and even break down soil toxins. Talk about a win-win. Imagine a secret convo happening deep in the soil where plants send out distress calls to their bacterial buddies. When threatened, plants release special compounds, and like good allies, the bacteria amp up the protection machinery. It's a fascinating chemical dialogue unfolding beneath the surface, guarding plants like tiny, invisible superheroes. Who knew so much action was taking place while we just stroll over the ground? One major plot twist in the soil story is the spore-making skills of bacteria. Life underground can be a roller coaster, swinging from wet to dry and hot to cold. To survive this wild ride, many bacteria transform into durable spores, encasing their DNA within protective layers. They hit the snooze button on life, entering a phase of suspended animation, all ready to pop back to life when the stars align again. These tough little spores can survive for eons. Talk about patience. And here's a fun nugget. Soil isn't just our source of food, it's also a treasure trove for medicine. Many life-saving pharmaceuticals, including antibiotics and anti-cancer drugs, trace their roots back to soil bacteria, particularly the rock stars known as actinomycetes. From streptomycin's battle against tuberculosis to the plethora of other antibiotics, soil has been quietly providing us with life-changing compounds while nurturing its own underground drama. So why do bacteria create these potent compounds? Spoiler alert, it's not for humanity's benefit. They produce them to stake their claim and outcompete other microbes for resources. Still, in this age-old struggle for survival, they've inadvertently handed us a treasure chest filled with potentially life-saving molecules. Each handful of soil holds a realm of untapped possibilities, waiting for curious minds to spark their full potential. What an ongoing adventure in the world beneath our feet. As antibiotic resistance rises like a nagging itch, researchers have begun to dig deep literally. They're back in the soil, on a quest for new compounds to combat infections. The dirt beneath our feet could hold the keys to uncharted diseases. It's time to appreciate the unsung heroes down below. Bacteria, which are more than just microscopic troublemakers. They're key architects that help shape our planet's soil structure. Soil is not merely a pile of rocks and decaying leaves. It's a complex ecosystem with a personality all its own. Picture soil as a bustling city, where tiny particles form clumps, creating poky spaces for air and water to flow like bustling traffic. Good soil structure resembles well-trodden neighborhoods, ensuring roots can spread and thrive, while poor structure is akin to an overly crowded subway, dense, compacted, and tough on those trying to navigate. This is where bacteria pull out their secret weapon: sticky polysaccharides, those charming glues that stick soil particles like a good friend to a sticky bun. But wait, there's more. Enter fungi, the mischievous cousins of bacteria, weaving their thread like hyphae to bolster soil structure. Together, these microbial pals create a crumbly, airy concoction that not only holds water but also lets it escape when it gets a bit too enthusiastic. This dynamic duo's work is priceless for plant growth and the critters living below the surface. Without them, we'd be left with lifeless dust or, even worse, clay that would turn into a nightmare for any root trying to make its way down. And what about death, you ask? Not to worry. Nature has a recycling squad composed of decomposers, consisting of bacteria, fungi, beetles, and earthworms that take out with the old, in with the new to a whole new level. These industrious creatures hustle to break down every leaf, log, or dead critter. Nothing is wasted, everything transforms. The larger-footed detritivores, like beetles and earthworms, munch and chomp their way through organic matter, reducing it into bite-sized morsels for the bacteria and fungi. As decomposition sweeps into action, the microbes throw a feast with their enzymes, which digest those chunks, unleashing a buffet of nutrients back into the soil. Nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfur, you name it. Plants eagerly drink them up, using those nuggets to grow new leaves, flowers, and seeds. It's truly a continuous cycle of life, atoms hopping from soil to plant to animal and back again, a cosmic dance of transformation that never seems to tire. Now, let's talk speed because, like everything else in nature, decomposition has its pace. It's a glamorous race in warm, wet tropical rainforests, where leaves decay in mere months, leaving little organic debris behind. Contrast that with cold northern forests where a fallen log takes decades to disappear. There, organic matter piles up, creating spongy layers known as moor or duff, waiting like a patient friend for the warmth of spring to spring into action. And let's not forget the deserts. In these dry, sun-baked expanses, decomposition is practically in hibernation. Plants might linger in their dead state for ages, husbanding their remains until the rain arrives, giving decomposers a flash of activity before the moisture hightails it again. So, the rhythm of decomposition dances to nature's beat, fast or slow, but always transforming the old into something spectacular. Each organism plays its specialized role in this grand show of decay and renewal. In the great world of decomposition, each organism plays a distinct role in breaking down organic matter, thanks to their unique enzymes and strategies. Take fungi, for example. These specialists are the wood whisperers, tackling the tough lignin that gives trees their mighty strength. Other fungi prefer to munch on softer snacks, like leaves and the remnants of animal feasts. Meanwhile, bacteria boast their own specialties. Some feast on proteins, while others go all in on fats or sugars, showcasing nature's diverse palette of culinary expertise. Just as any good team requires diverse skills, the decomposition process is a collaborative effort too. A single fallen tree would be no match for just one organism's attempts at breaking it down. Instead, a whole ensemble of species pitches in, each flaunting its unique skills to turn that massive log into nutrient-rich humus. It's like a symphony, where each player, fungi, bacteria, and more contributes to the harmonious reduction of organic matter, creating a beautiful cycle of life and nutrients. As decomposition unfolds, organic matter transforms gradually. Fresh leaves and twigs aren't just left to rot, they're chopped down to smaller fragments and go through a charming metamorphosis into compost before finally becoming humble humus. This crumbly substance is a superstar of the soil, known for its remarkable stability. Unlike its fresher counterparts that disappear quickly, humus can lurk in the soil for decades or centuries, protecting its nutrient treasures from eager microbes waiting to feast. Humus doesn't just sit pretty either. It flexes its muscles by enhancing soil properties. Like a sponge, it soaks up water, making moisture available even during dry spells. Its presence improves soil structure, paving the way for vibrant root growth and offering cozy habitats for an array of microorganisms, which makes the soil rich and dark an unmistakable sign of fertility and vitality. Think of humus as the gold medal of soil health, a shining example of productivity and resilience in supporting diverse ecosystems. Creating humus is no overnight task. It takes years of organic matter accumulating and breaking down to achieve this black gold of the earth. The benefits, however, are long-lasting and profound. Among the helpful creatures contributing to this earthy alchemy are detritivores, like springtails and mites, who are tiny but mighty in their roles. While most folks think of larger soil animals, these six-legged marvels can number in the hundreds of thousands per square meter of soil, tirelessly munching and recycling. These minuscule critters are the unsung heroes of decomposition. As they nibble on dead plant material, fungi, and bacteria, they shred organics into more manageable bits, speeding up the whole breakdown process. What's more, their nutrient-rich fecal pellets boost bacterial and fungal growth, giving the nutrient recycling process a little extra push. Though they operate stealthily in the shadows beneath our feet, their contributions are anything but insignificant. They're the lifeblood of nutrient recycling. But wait, there's more. As if these little bajillions weren't busy enough, springtails and mites also play a role in creating soil structure and provide a food source for larger predators. Beetles, spiders, and centipedes rely on them, forming the foundation of the ever-important soil food web. Though most people never get a glimpse of these teeny creatures, their impact is monumental. Imagine a world without them, a gloomy scene, stifled by a tangle of undigested plant material, with nutrients locked away and inaccessible, drastically changing the landscape of life as we know it. In the subterranean world of beetles, a remarkable array of species thrives without ever glancing at the sun. These critters spend their lives underground, hunting everything from mites to springtails, laying eggs, and nurturing their young in a dark, earthy sanctuary. Some have mastered the art of scavenging dead roots or fungi, while others are picky eaters, consuming only specific organic delights. Their adaptability is awe-inspiring, making their secretive existence both fascinating and crucial to their ecosystems. Many of these beetles are visually impaired, relying on touch and chemical signals like a beetle version of blind man's bluff. Their powerful digging legs and flattened bodies enable them to navigate through the labyrinth of soil crannies. It's like a cozy little underground apartment complex, each crevice a unique room in their hidden world. Long, sensory antennae allow them to sniff out food and foes in their pitch-black universe, turning the soil into a bustling metropolis of subterranean life. Now, let's not overlook the remarkable architects of the underground, ants and termites. These industrious insects are nature's engineers, constructing colossal colonies with tunnels and chambers that resemble a high-rise complex deep in the earth. With millions of individuals chipping in, the teamwork is nothing short of inspiring. As they dig, they churn up soil, ensuring it's well aerated and drained, making them the MVPs of soil enhancement, way more effective than your average earthworm. Termites deserve a medal too, especially those in tropical regions. They're like the expert recyclers of wood and plant material. With the help of symbiotic bacteria in their guts, these little powerhouses decompose tough plant fibers that most creatures can't even touch. The organic matter that passes through their colonies transforms into nutrient-rich soil, enriching the land for decades. Their towering mounds aren't just clever architectural feats, they shape the entire local ecosystem, offering habitats for various creatures and tweaking water flow with their grand designs. Meanwhile, some crafty ants play a different game entirely: fungi gardening. Leafcutter ants from Central and South America are the ultimate environmentalists. They forage for leaves and deliver them to their underground nests, not for themselves but to cultivate fungi. Picture this: an entire community tending to their fungus farm, removing weeds and harvesting delicious fungus as food. This ancient partnership helps both species thrive, as the ants and fungi rely on each other like best buddies. It's the very definition of teamwork. As ants diligently bring in organic matter, their fungal friends work their magic, enriching the soil around their nests over time. When an ant colony decides to call it quits, the soil left behind is a thriving nutrient hub, perfect for plants to swoop in and make a home. Mother Nature smiles, knowing her little agents of change have improved the earth for future generations. And let's not forget the larger soil engineers. Burrowing mammals like gophers and moles play their part in the underground ballet, turning over soil in their quest for dinner. The story of soil engineering is a diverse tapestry, where tiny beetles and towering mounds share the stage to ensure that the earth is alive and thriving. So, the next time you step outside, remember the bustling community beneath your feet, tirelessly working to keep our environment growing and grooving. Gophers, moles, and badgers may not get the party invites they deserve, but these small furry friends play a huge role in soil health. As they burrow through the earth in search of roots and bugs, they stir up vast amounts of soil like culinary chefs preparing a rustic dish. Their antics not only aerate the soil but also remix organic matter, making it more nutritious for plants. They are nature's very own bulldozers, creating a lively rhythm below ground that benefits the environment immensely. This digging frenzy, known as bioturbation, doesn't just keep the soil fresh and fiery, it also attracts a medley of plant life. The mounds made by these earth movers often feature a whole new cast of characters, like rare plants itching to expand their territory. With all this plant diversity sprouting up, it's safe to say these burrowing mammals are alive and kicking the ecological dance floor into high gear. Who knew a little digging could bring so many benefits? If you think roots are just glorified garden anchors, think again. These underground Marvel superheroes are busy engineering their surroundings as they stretch and push through soil like they're in a yoga class. When the roots die, their channels stick around like loyal fans, opening up fresh pathways for air and water. It's a concert of growth, allowing future roots to thrive. The root system becomes a bustling highway, crisscrossed with beneficial bacteria, fungi, and nutrients, all on a mission to support plant life. Speaking of nutrients, roots have a knack for making their own food sources via a sneaky process known as exudation. They use out sugars, amino acids, and organic acids, acting as a delicious invitation for helpful microbes to join the party. This lively collaboration between roots and soil organisms keeps everyone well fed, along with controlling the gatecrashers like harmful pests. It's a fabulous friendship where plants play the role of the nurturing host in a never-ending feast of life. Now, let's not forget about the marvelous world of soil pores. They might be invisible to the naked eye, but these tiny gaps between solid particles pack a powerful punch. Much like a perfect sponge cake, healthy soil consists of a fantastic mix of solid bits and airy spaces. These pores serve as homes for air and water, vital essentials that roots and good all-soil bacteria rely on. A delicate balance is key. Too much water, and roots are drowning. Too little, and plants are waving their white flags of surrender. When it comes to pore visibility, larger macropores are the life of the party, allowing water to drain quickly and providing comfy pathways for plant roots and burrowing buddies. On the other hand, micropores are the loyal reserves during dry spells. Earthworms, fungi, and bacteria make sure these pores stay open and flowing. But beware, a heavy foot or machinery can smother them, suffocating the very life they support. It's a delicate dance of creation and destruction, and maintaining these vital spaces is critical for a thriving ecosystem. Finally, let's appreciate the wild variety of life found in even the smallest scoop of soil. Who knew that a mere handful hid more species than a whole forest canopy? It's an undercover animal kingdom down there. From bacteria and fungi munching on organic matter to tiny critters making their way through the soil, this underground celebration of biodiversity fuels the entire ecosystem. The tiniest of these soil dwellers are key players in the larger theatre of life, showing us that when it comes to nature, every little bit counts. You might think biodiversity is all about vibrant rainforests or colourful coral reefs, but hold on to your gardening gloves. Beneath our feet lies one of the richest ecosystems on Earth, soil. Just one handful of forest soil could harbour more species than the entire tree canopy overhead. It's like a bustling metropolis down there, filled with thousands of bacteria species, hundreds of fungi, and a parade of tiny invertebrates, all bustling about, mostly invisible to our naked eyes. Here's the kicker. Scientists estimate we've barely scratched the surface, identifying less than 1% of soil species. Most little critters remain unknown and unlabeled, like uninvited guests to a party. Their roles are mysterious, yet crucial. This hidden diversity is not just for show. More varied soils boast resilience against droughts, floods, and pollution, plus they cycle nutrients like seasoned pros. If we truly want to save our planet, we need to pamper our soil just as much as we cherish our rainforests or oceans. Enter the nematodes, or roundworms, who are the party animals of the soil world. Scientists have catalogued over 25,000 nematode species, but some experts think there may be 1 million hidden among the dirt. These wiggly wonders occupy every nook and cranny of the soil, munching on everything from bacteria to fungi, taking on predator roles against smaller nematodes, or even throwing themselves into host plants as parasites. While most are harmless, a few can be unwelcome guests in agricultural settings. Imagine the sheer numbers. 1 square meter of soil can contain millions of these tiny beasts. Despite being less than a millimeter long, they pack a punch for nutrient cycling by dining on bacteria and fungi. Their impressive work helps release nitrogen, making it available for plants, and they act as a critical food source for larger soil animals. The soil food web would crumble without them, much like a poorly built house of cards. When you peek into the soil under a microscope, you're greeted by a stunning cast of characters. Nematodes glide through soil's waterways like graceful ballerinas, showcasing their transparent bodies and unique adaptations for survival. Some come with specialized mouthparts designed for piercing plant cells or grinding up bacteria. It's a peculiar lifestyle, but they've nailed it. Each species is a little marvel in its own right. But wait, there's more. Meet the protozoa, the single-celled superstars of the soil. They're not just charmingly cute, they play a pivotal role in nutrient cycling, particularly nitrogen. These tiny entities can range from tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands in just a single gram of soil. They gobble up bacteria, releasing excess nitrogen that plants can happily absorb. It's a nutrient buffet for our greenery and a vital process called the microbial loop. Protozoa show off their own flair, too. Flagellates whip about with their tail like appendages, while ciliates shimmy with their tiny hair-like structures. Meanwhile, amoebas are like the shapeshifters of soil, flowing through pores as if they were living jelly. Each type has its own soil apartment, keeping bacterial populations in check and preventing nutrient blockages. Without these microscopic hunters, the entire soil habitat might just tumble down like an unbalanced tower of Jenga blocks. Beneath the surface of the soil lies a realm of fascinating microbial partnerships that could easily take center stage in a sci-fi horror flick. Enter the world of bioluminescent bacteria, particularly the dynamic duo of Photorhabdus and Xenohabdus. These little glow-in-the-dark marvels hitch a ride with nematodes that act as their loyal hosts and helpers. When these unassuming nematodes invade an unsuspecting insect larva, the party begins, as they release the bacteria, leading to a dazzling performance of light and death. Once the bacteria are let loose, they multiply at warp speed, feasting on the larva and producing a light show that is both eerie and beautiful. The glow plays a dual role. It might attract more nematodes to the feast or send other predators packing. Think about it, glowing pests in the soil, providing a secluded rave for nematodes. It's a win-win. The nematodes chow down on the rich, liquefied insect tissues while stocking up on fresh bacteria to repeat the cycle. You've got quite the efficient duo here. Now, moving from the larger glow-in-the-dark to the tiny creatures that live a bit more discreetly, let's meet the tardigrades, affectionately known as water bears or moss piglets. These microscopic wonders, often less than half a millimeter long, dance their way through soil and leaf litter, looking like a teddy bear with 8 legs, if only. Their needle-like mouths allow them to munch on plant cells and other small pests, making them the stealthy ninjas of the soil. What's the secret sauce to their resilience? Tardigrades can survive virtually any catastrophe in a life trick known as cryptobiosis. They basically shrink into adorable little barrel shape, slow down their everything, and hibernate through extreme heat, freezing cold, and even cosmic radiation. As if they were in some superhero training montage, these tough critters have been blasted with harsh conditions and still waffles on. Give them a little moisture after years of dormancy, and they spring back to life like they just took a refreshing dip. Next up on our exploration of soil's incredible denizens are springtails, the acrobatic jumpers who can leap many times their body length, about as impressive as a lawn dart with legs. Tucked comfortably within the soil, these tiny insects, only about a millimeter or two long, have a secret spring mechanism called a furcula under their abdomens. When danger approaches, they unleash this appendage like a trampoline, soaring through the air in a bid to escape their hungry predators. Imagine springtails as the daredevils of the soil, defying gravity and evading spiders and beetles like professional stunt performers. They play a crucial role in the world of decomposition, feeding on fallen plant material, fungi, and bacteria. Their population density can soar into the hundreds of thousands per square meter. Healthy soils will often boast their presence, giving us a thumbs up for organic matter and moisture levels like a merry little ecosystem. To add a splash of vibrancy to this bustling soil world, springtails come in various colors from pristine whites to dazzling metallic blues and greens. Just picture a tiny, leaping, shimmering creature zipping away from danger. It's a living, breathing kaleidoscope in this hidden realm, where life thrives beneath our feet, and every soil layer offers new discoveries. Who said soil couldn't be fabulous? It's a party down there, even if no one is attending to see it. Under the magnifying glass, soil mites reveal a hidden universe of intricate patterns and textures that would make even fashion designers envious. These tiny critters hop around in the shadows, playing vital roles in the eternal dance of decay and renewal. Though they're among the most diverse arthropods on the planet, with thousands of species practically scooting under our noses, most folks remain blissfully unaware of their existence. Isn't it amusing that such tiny beings can pack a punch in the ecological game? These pint-sized pals, relatives of spiders and ticks, range in size from nearly invisible to just about a millimeter long. Talk about a size range. Soil is their kingdom, and their jobs are all over the spectrum. Some munch on fungi and bacteria, others are the brave predators taking down springtails and nematodes, while the rest are the meticulous scavengers, cleaning up the organic buffet left behind. With such job diversity, it's no wonder they're the unsung heroes beneath our feet. Mites are armored like miniature tanks, ready to face the harsh soil environment and predators lurking nearby. Meanwhile, some zoom around with their soft bodies, navigating the soil's maze like it's a high-speed chase. Their diverse mouthparts cater to various diets, whether it be piercing, sucking, or chomp-chomp chewing. The staggering variety of structures and functions among these mites can leave anyone in awe, making them the ultimate hidden wonders of the soil. Despite being such a powerhouse in the ecosystem, the mighty soil mites often go unnoticed and unpopular. It takes an expert's keen eye and powerful microscopes to identify different species, leaving many groups underestimated. However, their impact on decomposition and nutrient cycling is monumental. They may be little in size, but they are giants in the vital underground network, transforming the organic chaos around them into a harmonious system. Delving into the depths of soil reveals not just the present, but a timeline of ancient life. Soil is a sanctuary for ancient organisms that have seen the Earth's dramatic changes unfold over millions of years. Picture this. Tardigrades have survived every mass extinction event for 500 million years. Some ants and fungi carry lineages dating back 400 million years, acting as living fossils and history books of our planet's past. Isn't it mind-blowing to think that each scoop of soil might be harboring memories of epochs long gone? Soil also has a secret superpower. It breathes. Yes, you read that right. Despite being solid underfoot, soil engages in a continuous gas exchange with the atmosphere above. It all happens through its bustling community of bacteria and earthworms, who inhale oxygen to break down organic matter while simultaneously exhaling carbon dioxide. This exchange is essential. Without it, the soil might turn into a no-fun zone, oxygen-starved and hostile to nearly all forms of life. Who knew dirt could be so dramatic? The rate at which soil breathes, or respires, varies due to temperature, moisture, and organic material present. When the conditions are warm and moist, soil respiration skyrockets, and the underground life thrives with renewed vigor. It's as if the soil has its version of a party. Oxygen is invited from above, while carbon dioxide makes its escape, ensuring life has the resources it needs to flourish below. Just imagine this bustling community working tirelessly while we walk above them, completely unaware of their hard work. Soil is the unsung hero of our planet, bustling with life underneath our feet. When conditions are just right, the soil is a vibrant ecosystem, where tiny decomposers are hard at work and carbon is joyfully exchanged. However, when it's dry or chilly, it's like the soil decides to take a snooze. Scientists, ever the curious detectives, track this soil respiration to gauge how well Mother Earth is doing, especially when it comes to carbon emissions. It's like a health check-up for the ground. Healthy soil is one of Earth's greatest treasures. It's a carbon storage champion. Surprisingly, the soil holds more carbon than all the plants and even the atmosphere combined. With an astounding 2,500 gigatons of carbon stashed away, it's the underdog of carbon sinks. This carbon is trapped in organic matter, microbes, and the remains of long-gone life forms, acting as a regulator of our climate. When the soil thrives, it gobbles up carbon, keeping it from drifting up and causing a global temperature spike. Grasslands, forests, and wetlands are like the superheroes of carbon storage. They diligently hoard carbon in their soils while working as nature's mood stabilizers for the climate. But if the soil gets damaged thanks to erosion, deforestation, or relentless tilling, those hard-working carbon deposits can escape faster than a greased pig. This sneaky release of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere is a major culprit behind climate change, showing that protecting our soil isn't just about growing food, it's about saving our planet's sanity. Some scientists agree that boosting soil health globally could capture a jaw-dropping amount of carbon and ease climate change. By embracing methods like cover cropping and composting, we can help our soils make a triumphant comeback from carbon villains to heroes again. It's like turning a couch potato into a fitness star, reshaping the very essence of how soil interacts with greenhouse gases. Now, let's dive into the murky depths of waterlogged soils. Not all soil organisms are fans of oxygen. In soggy spaces, like wetlands and rice paddies, anaerobic conditions unleash a cult of methanogens, the methane-making microbes. These little guys break down organic matter without oxygen's help, producing methane gas that bubbles its way to the surface. Although it's a short-term player in the greenhouse game, methane is a heavyweight in trapping heat and needs to be managed carefully. Fortunately, in the grand microbial tango, there's a counterbalance. Enter the methanotrophs. These mighty methane-eating bacteria can munch through much of the gas, helping to keep our atmosphere a little lighter. The tug-of-war between methane production and consumption hinges on various factors, underscoring just how critical it is to understand these dynamics as we scramble to combat climate issues. Finally, soil's water purifying prowess is truly underrated. When water makes its way downward, the soil cleverly acts like a natural filtration system, ridding the H20 of sediments, pathogens, and pollutants. Beneficial bacteria and fungi join forces to break down pesky contaminants like pesticides. Meanwhile, clay and humus work overtime to trap heavy metals, ensuring that our groundwater remains clean. This gift of soil is so remarkable that it's often replicated in constructed wetlands and biofilters, ingeniously treating wastewater while giving a high five to Mother Nature. In a healthy landscape, soil isn't just mud beneath our feet. It's a fantastic purification system. Picture this: rainwater falls seamlessly into the soil, where it gets filtered and comes out cleaner than before, like a spa treatment for water. But here's the catch: our soil can't do this magical trick forever. Over time, if the soil gets compacted or stripped of its organic goodness, its filtering powers start to wane. This means pesky contaminants can zip right through, polluting our precious groundwater and streams. So, keeping our soil in tip-top shape is the secret to protecting our water quality. Ever heard of bacteria turning environmental villains into heroes? Some bacteria are like little detox champs, breaking down nasty pollutants like oil and pesticides as if they're munching on candy. These microscopic troublemakers have evolved to feast on complex, toxic chemicals, transforming them into harmless energy sources. They thrive during oil spills, gobbling up petroleum, and tackling those agricultural runoff pesticides like snack time at a kindergarten. This process, whimsically dubbed bioremediation, is now the go-to strategy for cleaning contaminated sites. Scientists aren't just playing with slime, they're boosting native bacteria in polluted soils by supplying them with a nutrient buffet for a microbial feast. Just imagine a microscopic party. Given the right conditions, these bacteria multiply and chomp away at pollutants, turning the bad stuff into harmless byproducts like carbon dioxide and water. Some bacteria even roll with aerobic vibes, needing oxygen to thrive, while others prefer a less breathable anoxic hangout. The choice of bacteria depends on the toxin at play, but often, it's a diverse community that has the upper hand over a solo swimmer. The real kicker is that soil has been evolving for millions of years. Over this extensive timeline, bacteria have become experts in breaking down synthetic compounds that are basically youngsters in the chemical world. Consider soil as a living pharmacy and chemical factory, tirelessly working to restore balance amidst the chaos of pollutants. A fascinating dynamic exists here, as even heavy metals start to accumulate in the soil, courtesy of industrial activities and corrosive fertilizers. These dangerous metals can linger, posing health risks for ages like a bad house guest that just won't leave. In contaminated terrains, heavy metals tend to latch onto clay particles and organic bits, making themselves cozy but not vanishing. Over time, however, these metals can seep into groundwater or even hitch a ride on plants, sneaking into our food chain and compromising human health. But don't despair just yet. Born of evolution, certain plants' hyperaccumulators are heroes that can tolerate and absorb heavy metals like they're sipping an overpriced green smoothie. Scientists are exploring this nifty trick called phytoremediation, where these green warriors clean up the contaminated soils. By planting hyperaccumulators, heavy metals are absorbed and eventually harvested safely, or even turned into reusable materials. This eco-friendly approach might not offer instant gratification, but it's a slow-burn remedy that, over time, gives the added bonus of bringing back lush vegetation to damaged areas. Think of it as nature's way of balancing the scales, all while cleaning up the neighborhood. Now, let's discuss the soil's role as Mother Nature's sponge. After rainfall, healthy soil acts like the ultimate water host, quickly soaking up moisture and storing it in its pores for the plants to enjoy later. This stored water is essential for ensuring that plants survive those scorching dry spells. The amount of this water-holding magic depends on the soil's texture and structure. Clay soils, with their tiny particles and narrow spaces, can carry a lot of water, yet sometimes they cling onto it so tightly that plants find it tricky to sip. Sandy soils, with their large particles and spacious pores, are like the party animals of the soil world, always draining quickly and holding on to less water. They don't have what it takes to keep the moisture around for the long haul. Enter loamy soils, the wise and balanced nerds, mixing sand, silt, and clay seamlessly. Thanks to their balanced composition, loamy soils excel at holding enough water while also draining adequately. Talk about a win-win. Now, let's chat about organic matter, nature's secret weapon. Adding humus to soil is like throwing a blockbuster party. It can hold several times its weight in water, serving as a reliable reservoir during droughts, like a tenacious friend who's always prepared for an emergency. It's no surprise that soils rich in this organic goodness are super productive and resilient, making plant life happier than a kid in a candy store. Compacted or degraded soil, however, is like that friend who hogs all the snacks at the party. No one gets anything. The soil loses its ability to soak up water, leading to frustrating surface runoff that can cause erosion and flooding. Imagine all that wasted moisture. Healthy soil management is crucial to reduce those pesky floods and droughts. It's all about keeping the party going smoothly in the landscape. Roots and fungal networks are the unsung heroes, creating channels deep in the earth that guide water where it needs to go. When roots venture bravely through soil, they create pathways like nature's highways. When they die, their tunnels remain, paving the way for nutrients and water. Fungal hyphae act like networking experts, developing fine threads that help water penetrate the soil, creating micropores that efficiently direct water to deeper layers, just in time for heavy rains. We've got to watch out for agricultural systems, though. Repeated tillage or compaction can destroy these precious channels, leading to waterlogged fields or annoying runoff. But fear not. Practices like no-till farming and maintaining plant coverage can help preserve these vital pathways, ensuring that the soil remains a water-infiltrating superhero, especially in the lush realms of forests and grasslands. Soil microbes bring out the big guns when plants are in a drought pickle. During dry spells, the struggle to access water intensifies, but microbes save the day. Certain bacteria and fungi roll up their sleeves and produce sticky substances that improve soil structure. They create aggregates that hold moisture even as everything else dries out, while mycorrhizal fungi extend the root reach, tapping into those sneaky water pockets that roots can't quite reach. Adding to the magic, some bacteria help plants deal with drought stress by triggering the closing of stomata to conserve water, or stimulating deeper root growth. It's a brilliant partnership that becomes invaluable during prolonged droughts, with researchers working hard to harness these microbial friendships to enhance crop resilience. Farmers could potentially grow crops with less irrigation, saving precious water and cutting costs. Now that's a plan worth raising a glass to. Wetlands are the true rock stars when it comes to water management. storing vast amounts of water and filtering pollutants like champions. Characterized by their saturated soils and unique plant and microbial communities, wetlands create natural water storage systems that absorb floodwaters and release them gradually, acting like a soft cushion for downstream areas. The aerobic conditions in wetland soils contribute to beneficial bacteria communities that perform denitrification, turning harmful nitrates into harmless nitrogen gas and helping to reduce nutrient pollution. Cheers to wetlands for keeping our ecosystems healthy. Wetland soils are like nature's secret vaults, hoarding carbon like a squirrel hoards acorns for winter. Thanks to waterlogged, oxygen-starved conditions, the decomposition party is rather slow, allowing organic matter to pile up in thick layers of peat. Believe it or not, peatlands can outshine forests when it comes to carbon storage. So, keeping our wetlands safe isn't just good for water, it's also essential for biodiversity and climate stability. Now, let's talk about soil erosion, nature's sneaky thief of fertility. Imagine the most nutrient-rich, vibrant layer of soil, toppled by the forces of wind and rain. When this precious topsoil disappears, it takes all the good stuff with it: organic matter, nutrients, and the friendly microorganisms that give plants a fighting chance. What's left is usually harder and less fertile subsurface soil that makes plants throw their hands up in despair. Poor land management is the major mischief maker in this story. Loose soil, left bare and exposed, is practically begging for trouble. Each tilling session is like a raucous party, breaking up the soil structure and making it even more susceptible to erosion. On steeper hills, it's like a dramatic nature documentary. One heavy rainstorm can sweep entire slopes away, putting both soil and a few farmers' dreams in jeopardy. But the fallout of erosion doesn't just stop at the field's edge. Sediment happily clogs up rivers and streams, disrupting aquatic habitats like an unwelcome guest at a party. Nutrients and pollutants tag along, wrecking water quality and leaving farmers in a pickle. They end up needing to pour more fertilizers and irrigation on their fields, creating a vicious cycle of soil sabotage. Clearly, if we want to keep our landscapes thriving, we need a solid erosion prevention plan. To combat erosion, we should start by giving soil a fashionable green outfit. Keeping it covered with living plants is one of the best defenses. Cover crops, those unsung heroes planted to protect soil rather than to make it to our plates, are gaining traction in agriculture. Even when fields are bare, these undercover agents use their roots to hold soil together and their leafy canopies to block out that harsh rain and wind. Not to be outdone, deep-rooted crops like clover and radishes break up tough layers beneath the surface and give soil the air it craves. Meanwhile, perennial plants come to the rescue with their long-lasting root structures, providing a cozy blanket of coverage year-round. Grasslands and forests, armed with their resilient perennials, experience way less erosion than typical agricultural fields. Sounds like a win-win to me. And if we start shifting towards a greener, more perennial-focused agricultural system while maintaining continuous cover, we could see a miraculous revival of soil health. Remember, nature loves simplicity. Our soils thrive when we work with the earth, not against it. Give them a little TLC, and they will reward us with bountiful harvests, rich ecosystems, and resilient landscapes. Just like nitrogen, which dances an endless waltz in the nitrogen cycle, moving from air to soil, to plants, and back again, our methods can cycle nutrients effectively. Nitrogen is the unsung hero of life, essential for all living organisms. Yet, most of it is trapped in the atmosphere, just hanging out as nitrogen gas, inaccessible to the majority of life forms. Enter nitrogen-fixing bacteria, which snag that inert nitrogen and convert it to forms usable by plants, ensuring that life on Earth continues to flourish. Decomposers are the unsung heroes of the natural world. When plants and animals kick the bucket, these little critters swoop in, breaking down proteins and releasing nitrogen back into the soil. Some of that nitrogen gets scooped up by thirsty plants, while the rest gets transformed back into nitrogen gas by denitrifying bacteria. It's like nature's own nitrogen merry-go-round, endlessly cycling from the air to the soil, fueling life before floating back into the atmosphere. But wait, humans decided to join the party, and oh boy, did we shake things up. With synthetic fertilizers making their grand entrance, we've doubled the amount of reactive nitrogen floating around. This excitement has led to pollution in waterways and some serious smog, courtesy of nitrous oxide, a greenhouse gas that packs quite a punch. So, if we aim to keep our agriculture sustainable and our environment healthy, we better get cozy with a natural nitrogen cycle and treat it like the VIP it is. Now, meet phosphorus, the slow dancer of the nutrient world. Instead of a glamorous presence in the atmosphere, phosphorus hangs out in rocks, gradually breaking down over eons through the weathering process. As it transforms, phosphate ions make their way into the soil where plants eagerly absorb them. But don't expect a fast-paced cycle here. Phosphorus moves at the speed of a tortoise, limiting many ecosystems. When pesky plants bite the dust, decomposers return the phosphorus back to the soil, continuing the cycle at a snail's pace. The phosphorus cycle might be slow, but it's buttressed by a powerhouse, mycorrhizal fungi. These fungi play a vital role, reaching into soil pockets and breaking down organic matter that plants can't touch. If phosphorus availability hinges on these fungal friendships, then it's the ultimate ecosystem buddy system. Unfortunately, humanity's love for mining and fertilizers has thrown a wrench in the works, causing runoff that creates algae blooms and depletes oxygen in waterways. Managing phosphorus wisely is key to marrying food production and aquatic health. And let's not overlook the role of sulfur, often the overlooked sidekick in plant nourishment. Sulfur makes the protein world go round. Entering the soil through weathering and decomposition, it relies on bacteria to work its magic, transforming sulfur into sulfate, which plants can drink up. Other bacteria reverse the process, closing the loop on the sulfur cycle. Unfortunately, some soils can become sulfur depleted, and while fertilizers can help, keeping organic matter in the soil is a much better long-term solution. And last but not least, we've got calcium and magnesium, the unsung champions of soil structure. These two may not be as headline-grabbing as nitrogen or phosphorus, but they're vital for plant health. Calcium helps maintain plant cell walls, while magnesium is the star player in chlorophyll. Without it, plants can't capture the sun's rays effectively, leading to yellowing leaves, aka chlorosis. Both nutrients, like good friends, come from weathered rocks and minerals, formatting the foundation for a thriving ecosystem. All in all, the cycles of nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfur, calcium, and magnesium are tightly interwoven, showcasing how all elements of Earth work together in this dynamic dance of life. Whether through the magic of bacteria, the work of decomposers, or the support from nutrients, nature proves it knows how to keep the show on the road. Embracing these cycles with respect and care is crucial to ensuring our ecosystems flourish now and in the future. In acidic soils, calcium and magnesium have a knack for slipping away, leaving plants high and dry in the nutrient department. That is, to combat this, the gardening brigade often turns to lime, a fabulous calcium powerhouse known for raising soil pH. It's like a superhero swooping in to save the day, restoring balance among calcium, magnesium, and other essential nutrients. But remember, too much of one nutrient can throw the whole system out of whack, interfering with how plants soak up their favorites. Picture the soil as an intricate chemical party, where nutrients, microbes, and plants all mingle together in a complex dance. The game changer here? Micronutrients. Tiny but mighty, elements like iron and zinc are required in minuscule amounts yet play a crucial role in plant health. If you're not careful, deficiencies in these little guys can lead to dramatic outcomes. For instance, without enough iron, plants suffer from chlorosis and can't produce that lovely green chlorophyll. Not a good look. Zinc's absence is like a bad hair day for plants, stunting their growth and throwing yields into chaos. And don't forget boron, the unsung hero necessary for building cell walls and ensuring reproduction goes off without a hitch. These micronutrients may naturally occur in most soils, but factors like soil pH and organic matter levels can lock them away, making them inaccessible to plants. It's a wicked game of hide and seek, but thankfully, microbial superheroes like fungi and bacteria swoop in to help free these vital nutrients. To keep micronutrient problems at bay, the key is maintaining overall soil health. This means keeping the pH in check, adding plenty of organic matter, and supporting a rich microbial chorus. With all of these foundational elements in harmony, plants are far less likely to face micronutrient troubles. So the next time you're digging in the dirt, remember, healthy soil is the garden's best friend. Speaking of friendship, let's chat about the magical bond between plant roots and beneficial microbes. It all starts with a sweet deal, literally. Roots exude sugars into the soil, creating a nutrient-rich party that attracts all sorts of delightful microbes. It may seem like leaking sugar is wasteful, but in reality, it's a masterstroke for plant survival, fostering a symbiotic relationship that keeps them thriving. This relationship is anything but one-sided. Bacteria and fungi, enticed by those sugary offerings, rush to break down organic matter, release nutrients, and even fend off pesky pathogens. Talk about a plant's best buds. Depending on their current needs, plants can tweak the composition of their root exudates. Feeling drought stress? They might roll out the red carpet for microbes that can help with water uptake, a prime example of their proactive, smart approach to survival. Let's not forget the legume squad, those plant champions that house nitrogen-fixing bacteria in their root nodules. Plants like beans, peas, and clover are in a league of their own, teaming up with rhizobium bacteria to turn atmospheric nitrogen into plant protein. It's a cozy setup where the plant plays host and shares sweet sugars, while the bacteria do all the heavy lifting in nutrient creation. When these legume superstars eventually meet their end, they enrich the soil for the next crop, making crop rotation a natural strategy for replenishing nitrogen without relying on synthetic fertilizers. Nodules on their roots. Just a badge of honor for being soil superheroes. Slicing open a plant can be like opening a treasure chest, revealing a stunning interior colored by hemoglobin, yes, the same stuff that makes your blood red. This nifty molecule helps manage oxygen levels, playing a vital role in nitrogen fixation. It's remarkable to think that this tiny miracle of evolution has been brewing for millions of years. But wait, plants aren't just lush decorations, they're proactive stewards of their environments. Enter allelopathy, the clandestine strategy employed by some plants to hold their ground. Picture a plant releasing secret chemicals into the soil, casting a spell that hinders its neighbor's growth. This natural chemical warfare grants the allelopathic plant an upper hand. Take the black walnut tree, for instance, which leaks juglone from its roots and leaves, crafting a green desert where most other plants dare not tread. It's nature's way of establishing territory without breaking a sweat. Cover crops like rye are also in on this game, releasing chemicals that suppress weeds and keeping pesky adversaries at bay. But that's not all. Some plants are like vigilant bodyguards, repelling harmful nematodes or fungal pathogens with their root secretions. Others roll out the welcome mat for beneficial insects that munch on pests. Beneath our feet, this subtle dance of diplomacy and chemical tactics unfolds, shaping ecosystems like a master choreographer. Shift the focus to grasses, the formidable unsung heroes of soil building. With their sprawling fibrous roots, they dive deep into the earth, creating a resilient underground fortress. Grasses are relentless. They grow, die back, and regenerate, continuously adding organic matter to the soil. Over time, these superheroes collectively fashion rich, deep topsoil layers that work tirelessly to prevent erosion, even on steep slopes or during wild weather. Talk about an eco-friendly foundation. Entering the realm of trees, a truly miraculous network reveals itself. Forests are like social hubs, where trees connect through sprawling fungal networks, sharing nutrients and resources like friendly neighbors. When one tree is loaded with goodies, it generously sends some over to its struggling counterparts through what scientists cleverly call the wood wide web. This interconnectedness challenges the notion of forests as cutthroat arenas, survival of the fittest. And there's more. The eldest trees, dubbed mother trees, play a vital role, nurturing their younger kin while ensuring the forest thrives. These fungal networks also serve as alarm systems. When pests attack, trees can relay chemical signals to their neighbors, signaling an urgent defense. How cool is that? This revolutionary finding underscores the importance of preserving these ancient trees and their interconnected communities for vibrant and resilient forests. Just like humans have unique gut microbiomes, plants cultivate distinct communities of soil microbes around their roots. An oak tree isn't hosting the same microbial guests as corn or tomatoes. Each plant species has its own roster of root exudates that attract specific microbes. This plant-microbe relationship is vital for nutrient absorption and overall plant health, stressing the incredible diversity of life beneath our feet. So the next time you stroll through the park, take a moment to appreciate this thriving underground party. Plants are like social butterflies, forming their own vibrant communities that cater to their unique needs. And this revelation holds some potent implications for agriculture. Picture a farmer stuck in a dull routine, planting the same old crop repeatedly into monoculture. It's a recipe for disaster, inviting specialized pathogens and draining microbial diversity faster than you can say plant disease. Rotate those crops and let the soil community flourish. Crop rotation disrupts pathogen cycles, leading to a more diverse microbial family living under the surface. If you're looking to crank the microbial diversity up a notch, then intercropping is where the party's at. By mixing multiple species together, each plant invites its own squad of microbes to the mix, culminating in an extravagant microbial mashup. This complex community isn't just resilient, it's downright fabulous. Traditional farming systems across the globe have embraced intercropping for ages, and modern science is finally catching up to discover why this stunning system works so brilliantly. Have you ever strolled into a mature forest and found the forest floor beneath your feet to be soft and spongy? That's the charm of organic matter, born from countless years of leaves and twigs piling up. The forest floor resembles a gourmet sundae, with fresh leaves and twigs on top, a layer of partially decomposed material in the middle, and beneath it, dark and crumbly humus awaiting its moment to shine. This organic layer, known as the O-horizon, feeds a bustling community of decomposers while acting like a sponge soaking up rain and gently releasing it to sustain streams and groundwater. Now, protecting these forests and their thriving soils feels like safeguarding a national treasure. Once the axe starts swinging and forests are cleared, that precious organic layer tends to vanish quicker than your last slice of pizza. It either erodes away or decomposes under the glaring sun, and restoring that soil is no walk in the park. It can take decades or even centuries for new forests to reacquaint themselves with the essential nutrients. Shifting gears to grasslands, which bring their unique twist. These soils are some of the deepest and richest on our planet. Imagine vast tall grass prairies boasting mollisols, with topsoil layers dipping down 6 feet or more. Talk about fertile ground. The virtuosos here, the grasses themselves, with root systems that reach deep into the earth, constantly feeding organic matter. Each year, as roots grow and die back, they leave behind a dense network, fostering rich soils that have withstood the test of time. However, as prairies transitioned into agriculture, those bountiful crops turn the land into an unintentional organic matter sucker, depleting productivity like a bad movie sequel. But fear not. Efforts to revive these prairie ecosystems are in motion, with perennial grain crops, deeply rooted cover crops, and rotations that make rotations grown. We're on the path to restoring the rich fertility that once had everyone cheering for these soils. But let's not forget, desert's a realm that seems like a land of desolation but is bursting with surprises. The soils may be low in organic matter, but they're far from lifeless. Specialized bacteria, fungi, and other microbes have adapted to thrive in this stark environment, waiting for those rare rains to spring into action. Many desert soils develop a biological soil crust, this trendy living layer of life that stabilizes the soil, prevents erosion, and even captures moisture like an overzealous sponge, ensuring that our resilient desert plants have just what they need to survive. Every desert has its secrets, and one of them lies beneath the surface in layers of quiche. These layers are like a history book, chronicling the tale of arid lands where every raindrop whispers a story of survival. But here's the kicker. A single footstep or tire track can wreck this fragile crust, taking decades for nature to patch things up. So, the next time you're in the desert, tiptoe like you're walking on eggshells. These crusts are the unsung heroes of desert ecosystems, desperately fighting against the slow creep of desertification. Not to be outdone, wetlands are the opposite of desert ecosystems, brimming with life, albeit a bit moody. Lounge around in a wet, acidic paradise, and you'll find peat soil's a rich concoction of organic matter that's like nature's compost, but without the pleasant spa scent. These sneaky little layers can hold more than 90% organic material, but don't let that fool you. They're nutrient poor in some departments, creating a challenging party for plants. Enter sphagnum moss, a funky green superstar, making its own contribution to peat formation while further complicating the nutrient game. Wetlands are the ultimate multitaskers, providing homes to countless species while filtering water like an Instagram filter that actually works. They're not just hanging out, they're busy sequestering enormous amounts of carbon, more than all the forests combined. But why drain them for agriculture or development? That just unleashes carbon, contributing to climate change. Thankfully, the world is waking up to the importance of these ecosystems, with increased efforts to protect and restore wetlands. Who knew wet, soggy land could hold so much power? Meanwhile, mountain soils are like the rebellious teen of the soil family, thin, rocky, and always renewing themselves through erosion. They may not be deep or rich, but these young soils are crucial for capturing water. Their steep slopes and harsh weather create the perfect recipe for constant renewal but challenge for stable ecosystems. Just look at those tenacious alpine meadows, where roots hold the soil in place as if they're trying to keep the crown of the mountain from slipping off. And those determined trees? They're quietly cracking rocks, inching their way towards soil heaven. But wait, mountain soils don't play well with disturbance. Grazing, logging, and construction? That's the equivalent of throwing a wild house party. Erosion can set in, taking centuries to recover. Protect these slopes, and you protect watersheds that quench the thirst of millions downstream. So, if you're hiking in the mountains, remember your footprint carries weight. It's not just soil, it's the lifeblood for those downstream. Shifting gears, let's talk about agricultural soils, which are as diverse as the farmers tending them. Picture some farms as lush gardens of life where organic matter flourishes, and others as sad, compacted patches that need a chemical spa day to produce mediocre crops. The secret? It all boils down to management practices. Sustainable methods like cover cropping and crop rotation are game changers, enhancing soil health and fertility. Meanwhile, intensive tillage and monoculture practices lead to the soil equivalent of a midlife crisis, depleted, toxic, and begging for help. In this high-stakes game of yield versus soil health, the future of agriculture hangs in the balance. Healthy soils aren't just about producing crops, they're champions in carbon sequestration, water filtration, and biodiversity support. Think of them as the unsung heroes of sustainable food systems, quietly powering the world while we're too busy snacking to notice. Soil forms in intriguing layers or horizons, each with its own story and function, proving once again that there's more to this ground beneath our feet than meets the eye. Beneath our feet lies an elaborate, colorful world soil. But it's not just a homogeneous lump, it's a layered cake with stories to tell. Dive deep, and you'll encounter distinct layers, or horizons, teeming with personality. Each layer is a notable character, from the life-giving O horizon of organic matter to the vibrant topsoil, aka the A horizon. These layers are nature's way of keeping track of how the soil evolved, and they made pizza nights in your backyard possible. First, let's talk about the topsoil, the real MVP of the soil saga. It's where most of the action happens. Think of it as the bustling metropolis of the soil world. Packed with organic goodies and lively microorganisms, this 6 to 12-inch layer is crucial for plant roots and wildlife alike. However, forming this layer isn't a quick process. It takes a staggering 100 to 1,000 years for just an inch to appear. Once it's gone, re-establishing it could take an eternity, making soil conservation not just important but downright vital for future gardens and farms. Digging deeper, we hit the subsoil, or B horizon, a less dramatic yet active layer. Its color leans towards lighter shades, and it's denser, storing the treasure of minerals washed down from the top like gifts from a generous sky. While life here isn't as boisterous as in the top layer, it still serves significant roles. Think of it as the dependable librarian in a library of biodiversity. This layer holds essential water and nutrients, playing a crucial part in the life's access to these vital resources. Once you tumble down past the subsoil, you'll find the weathered parent material, a testament to the hard work of Mother Nature. Not quite soil, but on the verge. This layer results from ancient rocks loosening their grip through physical and chemical weathering. Imagine it as rock soup. This ongoing transformation sets the stage for future soil, as new plots of earth come into being over centuries. Talk about slow cooking. Finally, we reach the bedrock, the sturdy foundation of it all. This solid rock is the ultimate soil grandparent, unchanging and steadfast while the rest of the soil world spins around it. Through the freeze-thaw cycles, water weathers this rock into smaller particles, setting the process of new soil creation in motion. It's a slow dance, but every step contributes to the rich tapestry of the ground we walk upon. Understanding these layers and their functions helps us appreciate the complex relationship between plants, soil, and our lifestyle. Knowing how soil categories influence agriculture and land management might just make you a superstar at your next dinner party. So next time you're planting something special, give a nod to those hard-working soil horizons. They're the invisible champions keeping our ecosystems humming along. The age-old dance between water and rock. Over eons, water has been busy playing the role of nature's little miner, dissolving those resilient minerals with the determination of a child with a cookie. Roots, like secret agents, slip and slide into fisher shears. Definitely not a common term, but let's roll with it. And slowly, the rocks yield to this relentless journey. Eventually, they crumble, giving rise to what we call soil. This delightful alchemy depends heavily on the type of bedrock, which dictates whether we get alkaline limestone delights or sandy acidic confections. Speaking of rocks, they each add their own quirky flavor to the soil buffet above. Picture limestone, with its tendency to stage the calcium-rich and lovable alkaline party. Meanwhile, granite saunters in, crafting sandy acidic bends for those who dare tread on their path. And let's not forget basalt, the underdog ensuring clay-rich soil reigns supreme, making it the darling of the gardening world. Each rock type isn't just a geological heavyweight, it's like leaving a calling card on the soil landscape. Nature's layer cake isn't all about bedrock either. Sometimes, glaciers stretch their chilly arms, rivers flood over with tales of adventure, or winds whisper secrets that lead to layers of sediment spreading like lazy couch potatoes. This won't be the last time we marvel at the intrinsic relationship between geology and soil. Grasping this connection can turn a routine stroll through the field into a thrilling geological adventure and help us appreciate the mysteries of why some soils are more fertile than others. Hold your horses on the age of soil, though. Some soils are those wise old sages, steeped in thousands of years of history, while others are the sprightly youngsters, barely out of their teens. Soils that sprouted after the glacier had their last hurrah are young, thin, and hungry for development. Contrast that with the tropical region soils, there are the grandpas of the garden, ancient and deeply weathered, partying hard but often left nutrient poor from that relentless leaching. Therefore, time can play quite the trick. Young soils can be more vibrant while ancient ones may feel a bit depleted. In those lush rainforests, the nutrients act like secret society members, hidden in the living plants rather than the soil itself. The moment you clear a bit of forest, those nutrients are gone faster than free samples at Costco. And let's not sideline us humans. Our adventures in soil making aren't just limited to farming. Abandoned fields, mine tailings, and construction sites each contribute to fashioning new soils, turning bare land into thriving ecosystems eventually. Now, let's get cheeky and talk about soil temperature. It's like the lesser-known prima donna of the gardening world. While everyone fawns over sunshine and rain, soil temperature plays the crucial supporting role. It dictates how enthusiastic microbes are at their job when seeds kick off their growth parties, and how nutrition takes its sweet time getting released. For our gardening champions, knowing when to plant is all about the dance between soil and air temperature. It gets even more spicy, especially in extreme climates where soil temperature can be the diva that determines life's survival. Let's talk Arctic chills. Permafrost is the party pooper, keeping things frozen solid, and leaving plants yearning for summer warmth. Meanwhile, in deserts, things heat up way too fast for comfort. A touch of shade here, a sprinkle of mulch there can work wonders, creating the perfect habitat for life to thrive. And let's not overlook those freeze-thaw cycles. Breaking rocks and mixing soil layers are just a few of the epic feats of nature that ensure our soil is always evolving and never boring. As time marches on, soil becomes quite the character, contributing to the grand saga of agricultural development. Through repeated cycles of freezing and thawing, it can suffer a few bruises, damaging its meticulously built structure. When the soil is too soggy, ice crystals may disrupt those tightly packed aggregates, leaving it loose and susceptible to erosion like a bad haircut that just doesn't hold up in the rain. This is why, particularly in cold regions, the golden rule is to avoid working on wet soil. It's a slippery slope, literally. Now, let's talk about the fascinating freeze-thaw cycles of permafrost regions. Picture a summer scene where the top layer of permafrost is thawing and creating a patchwork of sorted stones poking through the earth. As winter rolls back in with a chilly embrace, it turns these features into frost heaves and neat little polygons. Without a doubt, these quirky formations play a pivotal role in determining the kind of plants that decide to take root. Some prefer a snug little home, while others are just a bit too adventurous. But here's where the thrill of life really kicks in. Soil organisms in these harsh, freezing climates are true survivors. They've donned their winter coats, producing antifreeze compounds like nature's very own little superheroes. When spring bursts onto the scene, it's party time. After lying dormant through sub-zero temperatures, these resilient critters wake up and spring back into action, fully ready to take advantage of that fleeting growing season. Unfortunately, droughts can be the party pooper, causing soil life to take an unscheduled snooze. As the ground dries up, many organisms enter a waiting game. Earthworms burrow deep, and seeds hunker down for the long haul. Thanks to the ingenuity of nature, some bacteria and fungi can withstand extreme dryness, hanging on by a thread until the heavenly rain arrives. When it does, they pop back to life, helping to rejuvenate the soil ecosystem in the blink of an eye. Let's not forget how droughts wreak havoc on soil structure. As things dry out, soils may shrink and crack, forming deep fissures that allow rain to rush in. This may sound like good news, but beware, the same cracks can open the door to erosion if torrential rains arrive before plants have had a chance to grow snugly back in. To combat this, building up organic matter becomes vital, turning the soil into a moisture-retaining sponge instead of a desert wasteland. Conversely, flooding presents a whole other challenge. When water saturates the soil, it's like inviting anaerobic bacteria over for a party, which produces gases that may cause plants to throw a fit, especially those that can't handle the soggy scene. But some plants, like rice, arrive fashionably late, equipped with the perfect adaptations to glide through flooded environments. Similarly, flooding shifts the nutrient landscape, setting off a tidal wave of chemical changes that impact soil quality and plant growth. Climate change, the ever unwelcome guest at the Earth's party, is reshaping our soil processes across the globe. As temperatures climb, microbial activity cranks up, leading to faster decomposition and releasing stored carbon. Yikes. Not to mention, extreme weather from shifting precipitation patterns triggers nasty erosion and prolonged droughts, highlighting the need for resilient soils. The icing on the cake. Thawing permafrost in the Arctic is exposing ancient organic materials, releasing a slew of greenhouse gases, an alarming feedback loop that could really rain on our parade. Soils are the unsung heroes of our environmental narrative, offering solutions beyond our imagination. They're like the Earth's sponges, soaking up carbon from the atmosphere and tucking it away beneath the surface. Healthy soils are the ultimate multitaskers, weathering droughts, floods, and heat while supporting life. As it turns out, the fate of soil directly influences our climate future. Protecting and nurturing soil health isn't just good practice. It's a superpower in the fight against climate change. Throughout history, we've seen civilizations rise and crash like bad reality TV shows, often hinging on the health of their soils. The Mesopotamians, Mayans, and Romans enjoyed wild success when their soils were in tip-top shape. However, The minute those soils started looking pretty shabby, hello erosion and exhaustion, their entire empires started to crumble. Take the Fertile Crescent, once a haven of crops, now facing a degraded identity crisis after eons of relentless farming. The Mayans also serve as a cautionary tale. Their civilization plummeted amid soil erosion and nutrient depletion from aggressive agriculture and deforestation. It's like inviting guests over for dinner and then serving them a menu of cardboard. These tales remind us that soil degradation has been part of human history long before anyone knew what Instagram was. Those who neglect their soil health better watch their backs, while those who invest in it will likely build a solid foundation for a prosperous future. Fast forward to now, and oh boy, are we in a bit of a pickle. While industrial agriculture has cranked out food at lightning speed, it often leaves our soils looking like a sad, overworked employee. Erosion is chipping away precious topsoil, and biological communities that support fertility are being run into the ground. It's vital we learn from our soil-saturated past to avoid repeating the same mistakes and pave the way for a sustainable future. Indigenous cultures across the globe have been on the soil stewardship train for centuries. They understood that soil isn't just something you bulldoze over for a quick meal. It's more like a delicate relationship, requiring nurturing and respect. Their sustainable methods included crop rotations, organic amendments, and letting the soil take a breather now and then. For example, in the Amazon, folks created terra preta, a recipe for rich, black earth that survives for centuries, outperforming its less fortunate neighbors. With modern science finally waking up to the beauty of these ancient practices, it's clear that merging traditional wisdom with innovative ideas might just be the magic potion we need. Indigenous principles of reciprocity highlight the give-and-take relationship with land, a stark contrast to our current take mentality that lead us toward resource depletions quicker than you can say over extraction. Soil, my friends, is the unsung backbone of global food security. It's where our crops lay down roots, livestock munch away, and even fish farming relies on crops that sprout from it, you guessed it, soil. Despite this critical role, nearly 1/3 of the world's soils are sadly degraded. Erosion, compaction, and loss of organic matter are leading our soils down a slippery slope, and if we don't turn it around quickly, we risk losing productive topsoil faster than you can finish your lunch. Now, let's flip the script and invest in soil health for a change. Think conservation agriculture, agroforestry, and regenerative farming practices that not only rebuild our soils but also boost productivity and resilience. If we want to keep our plates full and our bellies satisfied, we need to treat our soils like the rock stars they are. Feed them, nurture them, and watch as they create the bounty we all rely on. Soil health is not just essential, it's the very foundation upon which civilizations are built. Luckily, we're armed with knowledge and the right tools to turn the tide. We often neglect soil's powers and its celebrated status in various cultures, where it was revered and linked to creation myths. Imagine ancient Romans standing around a fire, sharing stories of Data, the goddess who blessed their crops with fertility. A hearty laugh and a hearty harvest talk about a double whammy. Across different cultures, Earth is portrayed as a nurturing mother figure or a lively being deserving of respect. In Hindu traditions, the Earth is called Bhumi, a mother-like entity nurturing all forms of life. Meanwhile, indigenous peoples of the Americas foster a close kinship with the land, viewing it not as property to exploit but as a relative to care for. This vibrant worldview lightens the heart while shifting our perceptions about soil from just dirt to a revered entity deserving of love and care. As we attempt to reconnect with these stronger meanings, the future of agriculture looks bright and hopeful as regenerative agriculture takes center stage. This innovative movement, championed by farmers, scientists, and consumers, focuses on respecting and restoring soil health while still feeding the growing population. With techniques like minimal tillage and keeping soil cozy under layers of plants or mulch, it becomes clear that treating soil right not only makes sense but makes a world of difference. And guess what? These regenerative practices benefit both the earth and its caretakers. Farms that embrace this holistic way often notice improvements in soil structure, fertility, and overall resilience in just a few seasons. Far from being a dusty relic of the past, This movement marries ancestral wisdom with modern science to foster productivity, profitability, and sustainability for generations to come. It's agriculture with a flair for the dramatic. Early adopters are reaping the rewards. They report that yields have either maintained or grown, and input costs have dropped as their soil health rises. It's not just about crops. Farmers feel a renewed connection to the land they love. This revolutionary approach has the potential to reshape agriculture fundamentally while playing a crucial role in combating climate change. We're talking about the farmer's world getting a glow up. Let's not forget the magic of composting. A simple act like adding organic matter can flip the script on degraded soils, turning them lush and vibrant. Compost, the tasty result of decomposed plant and animal scraps, packs a nutrient punch and gives soil structure while feeding all the little soil critters. It could be said that composting is like giving your garden a gourmet meal. Delicious. Communities are catching the composting wave too, turning waste into a soil-saving force. Rather than cluttering landfills, transforming food scraps into compost creates a valuable resource. Farmers are getting in on the action, producing compost on site, creating a mini ecosystem. This renaissance in composting symbolizes a broader move towards circular economies that emphasize waste reduction and resourcefulness. It's not just gardening, it's a mini revolution, and it's time to dig in. No-till and reduced-till farming serve as the guardians of soil structure, standing in stark contrast to traditional plowing, which just flips soil over and buries weeds alongside valuable organic matter. While plowing may seem like a good idea at first, it tears apart the little soil aggregates, whips organic matter into a rapid decay frenzy, and leaves the soil exposed to the ravenous jaws of erosion. Decades of intensive tillage can turn our rich earth into a sad, depleted mess. Here comes no-till farming to save the soil rescue. By abandoning the plow, this method plants seeds directly into the untouched soil, often right among the leftovers of last season's crops. The untouched soil remains intact and safe, protecting its precious organic matter while showcasing its superhero powers against erosion. With time, the no-till soils become more stable, richer in organic matter, and buzzier with biological activity. It's basically a soil party down there. On the flip side, reduced-till farming tempers that enthusiasm a little, opting for minimal disturbance instead of none at all. Farmers can still dip their toes into shallow cultivation for weed management or to mix in amendments, just not with the same intensity as full-on plowing. The magic here lies in being less frequent and intense with that tillage. It's like giving the soil a spa day instead of scrambling it like scrambled eggs. Transitioning to these methods can feel like a tough nut to crack, though. Farmers often face new strategies for managing weeds and pests, and specialized equipment can feel like a new language. Still, many farmers who take the plunge into no-till or reduced-till never look back, basking in the sweet rewards that accrue over time. They realize their soils are happier and healthier. Enter the cover cropping revolution. These green wonders are planted between harvests or during fallow times, like winter hibernation, to protect the soil. Varieties like rye, clover, and even radishes strut their stuff, preventing erosion and adding organic matter when the time is right. They don't just make the soil feel good, they suppress pesky weeds and provide essential nitrogen, helping farmers say goodbye to synthetic fertilizers. There's also the underground kingdom of soil microbes thriving beneath fields with cover crops. This diverse and lively community translates to healthier plants and bounteous harvests. As farmers witness these benefits firsthand, cover cropping is spreading like wildfire, propelled by research and farmer-led learning initiatives that support the growing movement for healthier soil. It's an agricultural renaissance, with the landscape transforming into a vibrant tapestry of green. As farmers strive for nutrient management, soil testing becomes their trusty compass. This step entails donning analytical glasses and getting into the nitty-gritty of pH levels, nutrient profiles, and organic matter content. Armed with the results, farmers can tailor their fertilizer use to what's needed, kicking pesky nutrient waste to the curb while keeping those pollutants from washing into waterways. But it's not just for the big leagues. Home gardeners can also hop on the soil testing train. With affordable kits available or laboratories ready to analyze samples, anyone can unlock their soil secrets and help their plants thrive. Urban soils may have their unique challenges, like construction damage or nutrient depletion, but they also bubble with opportunities for community gardens and green initiatives, proving that even city soil can rise to greener heights. Every city is like an artist's palette, but beneath that vibrant landscape lies an unsung hero: urban soil. This soil has the potential to boost food production, manage stormwater runoff, sequester carbon, and create green spaces. However, urban soil also faces challenges, particularly contamination. Thankfully, we have cool techniques like phytoremediation, where plants save the day by soaking up pollutants, and simple solutions like raised beds filled with imported soil that make gardening easier and cleaner. The importance of good soil is expected to grow as cities expand. Urban planning has to factor in soil health, protect green spaces, and actively invest in soil remediation. A city that takes soil seriously is not just sprucing up its place, it's planting the seeds for healthier, happier lives. So next time you step outdoors, remember there's more happening beneath your feet than just dirt. It's a thriving ecosystem ready to revolutionize urban living. Now, let's talk about the wonders that happen in your typical handful of soil. Seriously, it's like holding a little universe. Each clump contains tiny creatures, relationships, and processes that scientists are still discovering. New species pop up like surprise guests at your party, and our understanding of their roles just keeps expanding. Imagine the stories each microbe could tell, like tiny historical accounts of the Earth's journey through time. Yet, the hidden world of soil is often overlooked. It's an invisible partner in our lives, quietly filtering our water, nurturing our food, and regulating climate while we focus on what's above ground. It's time to change that. Recognizing and appreciating the life-giving properties of soil can encourage us to delve deeper into its mysteries. A casual garden dig can lead to incredible revelations about the complex, vibrant world beneath the surface. Soil also spins its own web of life, connecting us through vital cycles of carbon, nitrogen, and water. Ever thought about how the carbon in our bodies once hung out with ancient trees or dancing animals? It's a mind-bending realization that we're all part of this grand cycle supporting the web of life. A breath here, a meal there, all tracing back to the soil. It's a humbling and mind-opening concept that knits us together with every living thing. With this understanding comes a sense of gratitude and responsibility. Our lives depend on soil, and equally, it relies on us to take care of it. The act of nurturing the soil is like looking after ourselves and future generations. Teaching our kids about it? It's essential. This bond between soil care and life embodies a timeless tale of interconnectedness that needs sharing and preserving. Soil isn't just a dusty, unremarkable thing. It's a liveliness that fuels the dance of life on our planet. Think back to when microbes first claimed barren rock millions of years ago. Wow! These tiny heroes laid the groundwork for forests, cities, and civilizations. Today's fertile world, filled with diverse ecosystems, can be directly tied back to these previous cycles of life and survival. Damage to soil is essentially damage to life itself. Restoring it rejuvenates our very existence. Together, we can champion this essential foundation for the future. Soil, it's not just dirt, folks. As we gear up for a future filled with unpredictable weather and more folks on this spinning rock, soil significance is skyrocketing. Think of it as nature's magic potion, brimming with life instead of just something to kick off your shoes. Our friendly earthworms, bacteria, and fungi are hard at work, asking nothing but a little respect from us. A gentle reminder that all life springs from soil and, much like a good Netflix series, it eventually wraps back around. Picture this, a universe of fungi connecting trees, earthworms digging secret tunnels, and bacteria pulling off miraculous nutrient cycles. Our journey through soil is a bit like a backstage pass to nature's grand performance. We've discovered that this rich substrate is a bustling community, as intricate and essential as any lush rainforest. With every breath, bite of food, and sip of water, we're tapping into a life source that's as thin as a pancake yet so robust. Every tiny organism, from a minuscule bacterium to a towering tree, plays its part in this grand cosmic play. When it comes to soil, actions speak louder than words. If we ignore it, we're essentially giving ourselves a slap in the face. Treat it with love, and we're boosting the well-being of our fellow earthlings. So take a moment to breathe in life's wonders, resting easy, for beneath you lies the powerhouse that nurtures all life. Imagine lying on the ground, feeling its firmness cradle you while countless tiny heroes work hard below. Envision earthworms working like tiny construction crews while fungal threads weave their way through the unseen networks, connecting trees and plants in an extraordinary community. Visualize billions of bacteria churning out life in the unseen depths. All this action happens in silence, just as crucial as the sun and rain. And as plants stretch their roots deep, they don't just take, they give back, sharing their sugary treasures while leaves offer a feast once they drop to the ground. It's a big, thriving cycle where nothing gets wasted. Instead, everything transforms into life anew. This beautifully patient rhythm of soil reminds us that while life moves swiftly above ground, its secret world operates at its own soothing pace, steadily converting death into life and patiently weaving its tapestry. Now, let's unwind. Envision settling like a seed in the warm, dark earth, supported by the soil's age-old wisdom. It's like collapsing into a cozy, oversized bean bag, knowing it's going to hold you just right. With each breath you take, let go of the day's clamor and sink deeper into serenity, as if gravity is giving you a gentle hug. Feel the weight drop away. As your body softens, you merge with the calm, knowing you're part of this infinite, magnificent cycle. The secret is to embrace this stillness, much like soil embraces every leaf, every drop of rain. The soil doesn't fuss or rush. It simply operates in its calm, transformative mode. It thrives season after season, like a wise old friend who sees you through every storm. So, breathe it all in and let yourself be part of something ancient, vast, and beautifully transformative. The soil invites you to just be, to reconnect, and to fully trust that you are indeed held. Picture the roots of all the plants around you, weaving a living net through the soil, holding the earth together like a botanical spiderweb. You're not just a bystander, you're deeply intertwined with every leaf, creature, and grain of dirt. This is your domain, your sanctuary. There's something comforting about being enveloped in nature's warm embrace, isn't there? It's like the universe saying, "Welcome, you belong here." Meanwhile, the earthworms are busy conducting their age-old business, aerating the soil and sprinkling goodness like nature's little gardeners. And let's not forget the fungi, those patient nocturnal wanderers spreading their mycelium, exploring the earth's dark underbelly. They're like the internet for plants. Side by side, bacteria are multiplying, breathing new life into the ground. Their combined efforts form a bustling community beneath your feet, a family for every sprout and critter. In this unique terrain, time doesn't tick by as it does above ground. Picture the grand old trees that take centuries to mature, their roots delving deeper into the earth. They're bonded with those fungi, entering symbiotic relationships that last generations. Imagine humus, that rich soul food for plants, lingering half an eternity, patiently releasing nutrients. The soil is a wise guardian, holding stories of the past and dreams for the future within its dark embrace. Here, you can take a breath and simply be. Let your thoughts dawdle like leaves floating lazily to the forest floor. Your stress? Watch it vanish into the thirsty ground like a joke that wasn't funny in the first place. Instead, let your mind settle into stillness, as serene as the spaces between soil grains, where air and water mingle. Just as the night sky dazzles with untold wonders, so does the earth below, where life thrives invisibly, quietly shaping the world. Now, as you let go, sync your heartbeat with the gentle rhythms of soil respiration. Each breath you take becomes a shared dance with the earth, drawing in life while releasing bits of essence back into the universe. It's a beautiful reminder that you're not an outsider. You're a product of this planet, nourished by its generosity and grounded in its stability. The soil doesn't judge, it simply absorbs and transforms, embracing every shift in the cycle of life. As you relax into that acceptance, Imagine an earthworm busily crafting a tunnel beneath you, its movements enriching the soil. A fungal thread touches a root, marking the beginning of a lifelong partnership, or a dormant bacterial spore awakens, sensing moisture and springs back to life. This is nature's harmony, a world built on billions of simple acts, a reminder that even the tiniest being matters. Here's where you can embrace your smallness and find liberation in simply being part of the whole. Rest in this quiet acknowledgement. The soil will be here tomorrow, maintaining its serene activities. Earthworms will continue tunneling, fungi will weave their threads, and bacteria will remain the silent transformers. These cycles are eternal, comforting in their predictability. The earth has held countless lives before you, and it will cradle many more after. Let your body grow heavier, warmer, and absolutely relaxed. That boundary between you and the earth, it's softening. You're cradled in nature's arms, safe in the knowledge that you are home. Let go entirely. You are where you need to be. Imagine yourself nestled in the embrace of warm, rich soil as the night envelops the world above. You're not just a seed, you're a vital part of a bustling underground community where earthworms, bacteria, and fungi work their magic. They're preparing the ground, transforming nutrients, and ensuring everything is set for growth. For now, your task is simple: just rest. Time here is a friend, stretching endlessly to keep you company while you gather strength. In this comforting darkness, allow the soil to cradle you, nurturing you with its patience. It knows when the moment is right for you to sprout into the glorious sun. So, take a deep breath and let go of any urgency. Picture your thoughts drifting away like fluffy dandelion seeds on a gentle breeze, landing softly in the rich earth, becoming part of the intricate cycle of life that's constantly spinning around you. You're woven into a larger tapestry of existence. Close your eyes and sink deeper into this peaceful space. Feel the incredible weight of the earth underneath you wrapping around you like a warm hug, supportive and unwavering. The soil isn't just beneath you, it's working meticulously above and below. Roots are stretching down, earthworms are enriching the ground, and carbon released from ancient trees is transforming into a feast of nutrients. Everything is happening in perfect harmony and time, even if you're blissfully unaware. In this restful realm, it's not about forcing any kind of growth. It's about allowing, releasing, and trusting the rhythmic process of nature. You don't have to think about a thing. Let those tiny fungi chatter their secrets through their networks and pass on the wisdom of the earth. It's a world buzzing with life, constantly communicating to ensure its survival, and you're a part of that vibrant song. Feel the last remnants of tension slip away. Allow your body to soften, just like the fertile soil around you, ready to absorb all the peace it can muster and filtering out any worries. Remember, you are learning from the earth, its wise ways of retention and release. Let that arouse a sense of freedom within you. You're supported in every way, reminding you of your place in this wondrous cycle of growth. As you drift further into the depths of slumber, trust that the earth remains vigilant, unseen but ever present in its work. It's the foundation that nurtures every living thing, silently and powerfully holding you as you float through dreams. In this quiet space, the soil continues its diligent task, allowing you to surrender into profound rest, knowing you are part of something greater than yourself. So, kick back, enjoy the cozy darkness, and let the invisible world beneath you work its magic. With every breath you take, know that you're interspersed with the life force that fuels all existence. Embrace the stillness, relish the rejuvenating power of the earth, and trust that when the time is right, you, too, will rise up and reach for that glorious sun. It's a journey, and you're right on track. As the sun dips below the horizon, a whole underground world springs to life. Earthworms enthusiastically burrow through the soil, creating tunnels that rival the best subway systems. Meanwhile, fungi work their magic, weaving intricate webs that link everything together. And let's not forget the bacteria, those microscopic champs that multiply and transform organic matter, efficiently giving the soil its rich, textured personality. All around, the soil is busy breathing, living, and thriving, as it transforms our planet into a bustling ecosystem. Now, dear listener, it's time to embrace the beauty of this hidden universe. You can take a moment to revel in the fact that you are a part of this magnificent miracle. The Earth is alive with constant transformation, renewal, and rest. So why not take a cue from the Earth's ancient wisdom? Let go of your worries. Let the soil's patience become a comforting presence in your life. Remember, even the most magnificent cycles take their time, and so can you. Picture yourself sinking deeper into the night, the Earth cradling you like a cozy blanket. The quiet confidence of countless generations holds you close, reminding you that life doesn't rush. As stars twinkle above, the ground beneath vibrates with history. Each particle, each creature is a reminder that renewal is possible, that you are deeply intertwined with this timeless web of existence. Embrace this truth and allow it to wrap you in warmth. With every breath, let yourself sink further into that comforting embrace. All that exists in life thrives and changes, and you, sweet listener, are a part of that endless loop. There's strength in knowing you're cradled by life and that your rest is vital. Let the soil absorb your tension, transforming it into stillness. The Earth is whispering to you, rest, dear one, pause and allow renewal. Nighttime is simply a gentle invitation to relax and recharge. So, if you find your eyelids growing heavy, surrender to the pull of sleep. The darkness is not something to fear. It's a nurturing cradle filled with potential dreams. Whether you've had a long day or a restless evening, the Earth promises a space for rejuvenation. It's your turn to let the world continue its cycles around you while you find your peace. Now, if sleep hasn't yet claimed you, there's always more to watch when you're ready. But for those feeling blissfully drowsy, let the soothing energy of the Earth guide you gently into slumber. Close those eyes, breathe in the calm, and drift away into the serene stillness of the night. Here, in this vast, timeless silence, your dreams will mingle with the whispers of life surrounding you, comforting and inspiring. So, take this moment, my friend. Embrace the connection you have with the soil, the world, and the universe. Let that gentle rhythm of life lull you into a deep and restful sleep, where minute particles of energy can carry you away to a place where dreams bloom like wildflowers. Good night, dear listener. Rest well amid the embrace of our living, loving Earth.